When solving a linear equation with fractions, the one thing we have to remember to do is to multiply by the least common denominator, the least common multiple of our denominators. We want to multiply both sides of our equation by whatever that is. Well, for this first question, we want the least common multiple of 4, 14, and 7. Well, if you think through multiples of all of those numbers, you should come up with the least common denominator being 28. 28. So we're going to multiply both sides of our equation by the number 28. And I'm going to write this like we're going to use the distributive property, because we are. I'm going to not simplify some things at first. So for the left side, I'm going to write this as 28 times x minus 3 quantity divided by 4. Now on the right side, I'm going to actually multiply 5 times 28. 5 times 28 is 140, so this is 140 over 14. Notice that I'm not changing the denominators. When you multiply, you're only multiplying by the numerator. Actually, you want to think of it probably as multiplying by 28 over 1. So, therefore, not changing the denominator. Now, over here, we've got 20 minus 28 times x plus 5 quantity divided by 7. Now, I'm going to reduce everything. Now, the point of using the least common denominator is that all of my fractions will reduce. So, on the left side, the first of these, I'm going to divide 28 by 4, so that is 7. So 7 times x minus 3. 140 divided by 14 is 10. And here I'm going to divide 28 by 7. So that's minus 4 times x plus 5. Now it's an equation of the last type we'd worked with. Okay, it's still a linear equation. So we'll go ahead and distribute. That would be 7x minus 21 equals 10 minus 4x, and that would be a minus 20. When we distribute that, minus 4 to both the x and the 5. I'm going to combine like terms on the right side, my constants. So this will be negative 4x, and that will be a minus 10. Equals the 7x minus 21. I need all of my occurrences of x on the same side, so I'm going to add 4x to both sides. So that would be 11x minus 21 equals minus 10. I'm going to add 21. So I get 11x equals 11. And dividing by 11, we see that x equals 1. And I have actually already gone back and checked an answer of x equals 1 into this equation. Again, like I said before, the more complicated the equation gets, the more often you want to actually plug in and check your solutions. For our next equation, we want to look again for the least common denominator. The least common multiple of 8, 4, and 2, all of our denominators, is 8. So I'm going to multiply both sides of my equation by 8 over 1. Now the over 1 is sort of redundant, but keep that in mind if you need to. So on the left-hand side, that would be 40. So 8 times 5 would be 40 over 8m minus 80. Again, I'm multiplying by 8 there. And then on the right side, I have 8 times 3, so 24 over 4m, plus 8 times 1 is 8 over 2m, only multiplying by the numerator with that 8. Now I can reduce all of my fractions. The first of these, this will be 5, so that's 5m, 6m, and 4m. 5m minus 80 equals 6m plus 4m. Combining like terms on the right side, that will be 10m. Now I'm actually going to subtract 5m here because it'll make things a little easier on me. Minus 80 equals 5m. And then I'll divide by 5. And that should be that m equals negative 16. And there's our solution. Again, the more complicated these things get, you want to check more and more often if you can. Now, for our last question in this segment. Yes, last one. All right, we want to look for the least common denominator, and it looks to be least common denominator of 3, 4, and 2 should be 12. Yes, 12 is a multiple of all three of those. So we'll go ahead and multiply by 12 over 1. The first of these, that becomes 60 over 3a minus 72. Distributing that, that will be 36 over 4a plus 12 over 2a. 12 times 1 is 12, keep the 2. 12 times 3, 36, keep the 4. 12 times 5 is 60, keep the 3. 12 times 6 is 72. Simplifying that, we have 20a minus 72 equals 9a plus 6a. On the right side, we can combine these two to be 15a, 20a minus 72. Now we can subtract 20a. So we have negative minus 72 equals minus 5a, and then dividing by minus 5. That will be a positive 72 fifths. Again, check as often as you can.